Hi guys, we are in City Park. It's basically the living room of the city. It's right, you can see, I brought you guys here before. There's Ivan Vazov National Theater. So we're gonna go to the Christmas market. So the Christmas market has been set up right over there. It's here every year. So I've been to the Christmas market in 2016, 2017, missed it in 2018, went back last year. So this will be my 4th year at the SOFIA Christmas market and like my 10th overall visit because I usually come more than once in the years when I've been here during the market. 2018 I was here, but I just didn't have time to go. So we're gonna go over to the Christmas market, see what it's like this year. I know some of the rules are different, like you can't stop and eat food in there, you have to take your food out. But we'll see, you know, what's for sale. Usually it's a cash only market. I'm sure it's the same, though they might have put in card readers for the pandemic. I kind of doubt it. So it's a small Christmas market. It's not like a destination market. Like I've gone to Berlin to see Christmas markets. I've gone to Salzburg and Vienna specifically to travel for Christmas market season. It wouldn't be a Christmas market I would travel to specifically, but if you are going to be anywhere near Sofia during this time of year, I would definitely go. It's really fun, and it's very much like the ones you'll find in Central Europe. Same things for sale, mulled wine. I didn't have any mulled wine last year because I was very pregnant. Yeah, it's just a fun, cute little Christmas market, and since I'm here still, we're leaving in 10 days, it would be silly to still be in town and not go, but I'm sure that the rules in place, plus it's an outdoor thing, so I'm not really worried about it health-wise, because if you can't stop and eat in there and you can only just walk around and you're outside, that's a pretty safe place to be. But let's go see what it's like. $5. There's the entrance. It looks pretty empty, but it's hard to tell if that would be less people than normal. You would think this year there might be actually more people than normal because they would want to spread out their visits, and so many people aren't working right now because of the lockdown, which I talked about on my last video, which I'll link to at the top. But I went last year on a Tuesday about this same time of day, and there was nobody there. So while I don't expect it to be crowded, this seems like typical turnout so far for this time of day, which I hope that means everybody isn't crowding together at night. So this is interesting. Normally this is an entrance, and there's entrance on every side, but I think they have it down to just one entrance so they can do crowd control and rule enforcement. So normally this is a really pretty place to come and take a picture because normally you can get in there, but now it's got a barricade. All right, I could cry. I literally recorded like 10 minutes worth of information and apparently it all got deleted. So let's back up. All right, so I'm outside the market. I did my rounds to like see everything and shop a little bit, didn't buy anything. And then I bought my food. I got a bratwurst and some sauerkraut, and then from another vendor I got some potatoes that I didn't film and a soda. I got 2 sodas actually, one's still in my bag. But altogether it costs about 18 leva, so about $12. So food prices are pretty good here, and I don't think they're more expensive than normal to accommodate for the extra like trouble or the fact that they have to make sure that they're giving away like bags and containers. Like I don't think the prices are higher compared to last year and normal years. Same vendors, same food, I think same prices. Everything even looks the same. The main difference is that you can only come in, like I said, on the other side where I showed you. You can only walk one direction. So, and you have to wear a mask, obviously, but you can only walk around, and then you can either go out or you can loop back around and go in a circle, but you can't back up. And that's to keep everybody kind of crowd control. And there was a lot of security guards. I saw everybody wearing masks. As far as like the food situation, so you can buy food in there and they give you with takeaway boxes and you cannot eat it in there. So normally in a normal year, or at least in the past, there were these like round tables that you would stand at and eat at. I never liked those because I don't really like eating standing up like that. I feel like I'm in a rush, and I didn't like the fact that they were always then crowding everyone and so you couldn't get around. So I actually personally like this system way better, that everyone has to leave and therefore it keeps the crowd's control a little bit low, because right now there are more people there right now than I think there were last year when I came during the daytime. Now it's a little bit warmer day, but I mean, you don't want people to spread out their time so they come, and that way that is not everybody just wait to come at night. Now something that I do think about is, okay, so if everybody's eating their food out here, there's all these like benches. So it's actually a great place to sit and eat, and I normally eat my food out here anyway. But these trash cans that are here all the time, and then they brought in this temporary one. These trash cans normally get really full and they almost overflow. And so you actually see people like just putting their trash on the ground and stuff. I hope they're doing a good job of like keeping up with the trash. I think that they're doing more. I think they're like more cognizant of that right now, honestly. And then, so actually as far as like the food goes, I like that better. Now, entertainment, there's no entertainment right now. I don't know if there's going to be entertainment later like there normally would be. Sorry, I had to check my bag. Like normally like at night there's like little kids choirs and stuff. I don't know if they're going to do that this year. That's not my favorite part of Christmas market anyway. I like the shopping and I like the food and I like the like Christmas music and the carols and stuff. But I found it really pleasant and I found it really safe. Like I didn't feel like I interacted with anybody up close other than the 2 vendors that I bought stuff from. And that's like, okay, you go into a shop, that's the person you interact with. So I really did feel like I was outside, very far away from people, never like, there wasn't a crowd, so I was never real close to anyone, wearing a mask the whole time. And then went and bought my food and then took it outside and ate. It was delicious. The food was really good. And tips for coming this year or coming next year, like things that are just normal. Bring cash. They don't take credit cards. The vendors don't take credit cards, so always bring cash. I didn't ask this year, but you just want to bring cash. And then, dress warmly. There's no place to sit down. Afterwards, last year, me and my fiance went to this tapas restaurant down the street. Like if it's normal year, you can go eat inside. I would go. There's not like really great restaurants like right here, but there's restaurants down, blanking on the name of the street, but toward like that way. And then you can go over to Vitosha, but there's no real restaurants like here. I would definitely walk by Ivan Vazov, the theater that we started at. Whether it's nighttime or daytime, it's so beautiful, and especially if you're just here for a few days. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I would stay away from SOFIA smoking areas and outdoor eating areas right now because they're designed for smokers. They weren't really designed for like a pandemic, so I can't imagine that they're like really great ventilation systems and stuff. But next year, you know, when restaurants are open again, there are lots of indoor and outdoor places. You just gotta kind of know where to go. So don't just like wander because you might not find something. Set out towards a specific restaurant that you know you're gonna go to. You can look it up. If you need to bum some Wi-Fi, the Chitoniata, the little info stand over there, I believe they have free Wi-Fi. But if not, there's a Costa Coffee and a Starbucks. There's a Starbucks literally right there. Like, so you can go in. Ooh, this little guy. So you can go into that Starbucks and buy something and use their Wi-Fi if you need to. If you're trying to find something. Other than that, like, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I came down. The only thing I didn't do that I wouldn't do this year is the photo booth, which I normally really love. I've done it twice. Last year we got a really cute picture with me and Valentine when I was pregnant. I wanted to do one with Jordan, but I just don't think I thought, okay, if they moved it outside and it was an outside set, then we would bring him down and do it. But I don't want to be inside with a photographer who's been inside with thousands of other people in like a tiny little space. So we'll have to skip that, but that's fine. I don't know if it's worth the trouble of bringing him down here when he won't like any of the things and it's cold and we can't go inside anywhere nearby afterwards to warm up. And he will truly not like it. I think we'll save the Christmas stuff for when we get home. But he's 11 months old, like, or 10 months old, like what? What does a 10-month-old do at a Christmas market if they can't like sit on Santa's lap or like be inside anywhere warm or anything? So, but I really loved it. It was really fun. Definitely come down here if you're here. If you're not here and you're thinking about it in the future, it's a cute little one. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily travel here just to go to it. If I was going to like a destination market, I would go to Vienna or Dresden or Berlin or Salzburg or somewhere where it's more like traditional. This has been open, but only for so many years. I used to know. I don't even think it's 10 years old. So I think I went to the 4th or 5th one, so it's almost 10 years old. But it's not a tradition in the way that it is in Central Europe. It's something that they brought in for it, and it's lovely and fun, and I'm so glad I got to go. But like I said, if I was planning a trip, I would probably plan a trip to Germany or Austria or Switzerland. But if you're nearby, definitely go check it out. And yeah, I'll leave you with some carols. Ciao.